somewhere around like 13 or 14 years ago, I was at Walmart with a friend of mine, and I saw WoW sitting on the shelf. And I was like, this looks interesting. I picked it up. I looked at it. My friend was like, oh, please don't become one of those people. I was like, ha, no, as if. And I put it back on the shelf, and I looked at him. I'm like, I will never become one of those people. Anyway, here's my WoW podcast.
Thralls! Balls! They're everywhere!
Thralls Balls, the World of Warcraft podcast with a dirty mind and a clean behind. With your host, Wooly. What's up, swingers? I'm Wooly. This is episode 8. Here we go, yeah. Episode 8 of Thralls Balls. And Bentolas is in the house again. How's it going, buddy? How you doing?
Going good, man. I guess I didn't fuck up too bad last time. Here I am again, so thanks for having me.
You keep saying that. There was no fucking up to be had, and Gershom said the same thing. She was like, I totally screwed up. Neither of you screwed up. It was great. You know, I even got that from those Do Not Relent guys who were on here and they have their own show, and they were on here, and one of them was like, I really hope we didn't talk over you too much. Like, bro, y'all were doing great. Everybody's so kind, though.
Let me be self-hating.
Well, I listen, I got nothing to follow that up with. Let's jump into things here with a little bit of WoW talk. So what have you been up to in WoW, like, I guess since last had you on the show? What you been doing?
So, we're hitting it, a little lull. I had brother and some friends in town last week. I didn't really play too much, but, just dailies, working on a couple of alts. Been dabbling a little bit to CSGO, a little bit into the League of Legends, and yeah, it's going well. How about you?
Oh, shit. Fucking CSGO. I have not heard anyone mention that in a good while. I've been pretty much just playing WoW. Dabbled a little bit in ESO. There is a lady I'm talking to who has been playing that, and we're actually going to be playing after we record tonight. So I don't know dick about how the game goes. I didn't play Skyrim. I didn't play Oblivion. I did play Morrowind. So like I have like a little bit of Elder Scrolls online. Well, not online, but Elder Scrolls, whatchamacallits. And, excuse me, had to reach something. Just, been doing that. But in WoW, I recently decided, as in between last episode and now, that I want to play my original Warlock. His name is Vestin, and he is still sitting on my original fucking server, Twisting Nether. So I'm going to be capping him and then bringing him to Proudmoore. Yeah.
Oh, nice. You're going to transfer him?
Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. And, like, this is a big deal for me because he is one of 2 characters on my account that still exist from the before time, the long, long ago, that are still on the server I made him on. The other one is, like, a shitty little dwarf hunter who's also on Twisting Nether, but I have like 2 hunters already, and I don't have the interest in the class that I do for Warlock, so he's going to be staying there. But yeah, like, it's been such a big deal for me to do that I was like, well, I got to bring something from the old server. So I went and grabbed a random fucking silverleaf on the ground in Elwyn Forest and stuck that in my bank. Wrote this really cringy, like, in-character goodbye letter from the dwarf to the warlock, and it's sitting in my bank on the character. Started leveling him. He was post-squish level 15, I want to say. Got him to 30 or 31 the other day. So, for the first time ever, that character has flown. He's riding around on the Onyxian Drake right now.
Nice. And what does a transfer even go for nowadays?
Oh, it's like 25.
Oh, that's nothing. I remember when they first released, it was like $50-$60.
I think that's if you get, if you bundle it with a faction change.
Oh, yeah, you're right. That's what it was.
Because I used to do that a fair amount back in the day. But I'm doing this kind of dumb thing that, like, I don't need to. I'm making it harder on myself than it really needs to. I decided that even though I have the Legion Warlock title unlocked, that's not account-wide. So I'm going through the Legion Class Hall campaign to get that on him, and I've decided that until I have that title, he doesn't get to use any big boy transmogs or the Legion class mount. That's what I decided, because, you know, gotta earn it.
No,
Kind of dumb, but
I feel you on that. Are you going to be, now I remember last time we spoke on the show, are you going to be a Metaslave and play Affliction, or are you going to stick with your favorite Destro?
I'm gonna be sticking with Destro. Affliction is... I don't know how Demonology is faring, but let's just say Affliction and Destro are a little closer in 9.1 than they are now. And last I looked, I believe, if I remember right, Destro was actually edging ahead of Affliction. But, I mean, that's all PTR, so you never know. But
I will say, though, I have pugged with both of them in my Mythic Plus keys, like in the 16 range, and anytime we get a Destro lock, he just pumps, man. Like, they do so much damage.
Yeah, I would be sticking with Destro anyhow, even if Affliction, even if it's the worst of the three, because it's the one I know the most. I popped my TN, my Twisting Nether Warlock into Demo to level, because early on Destro really sucks until you can get Havoc or there's another whatever. Until you can get a couple different abilities, it kind of blows. So I switched into Demonology, and let me tell you, I have been missing out, because last time I tried to play Demonology, it was about snapshot damage, and it is not anymore, and it is fucking hella cool. But I'm better at Destruction, so I'm sticking with that. Moving on from that, though, my Horde Warlock, I got him to item level 193, and the guild I'm in with him, we switched into heroic bosses. They've been extending lockouts because they're really hopeful to get a Sire kill before 9.1, and even though we don't know when 9.1 is coming out, kind of seems like we're getting close to the wire, so I think they're getting a little worried that they won't make the cutoff. So I tried to go in with them last night, and like I had a really bad ADHD episode, so I had to bail because my brain just unspooled. I guess they got 4 heroic bosses down though, so, and a couple really decent pulls on Sun King, which is what I was the most worried about, because that fight, I mean, you know, that fight is a clusterfuck.
Oh, it's my favorite fight, though. I had some of my best parses on it.
My favorite fight is by far Artificer, which...
That's a cool fight, too.
I've only done it as melee, so maybe it's different, as maybe I wouldn't like it as ranged, but damn, I enjoyed that one.
Well, it's like every fight in there, man. If you're melee, you got so much more to worry about. Range, you just kind of like stand there like a turret.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and before I forget, I was also on my BC Warlock a little bit. I got a level in on him. That's about all I did before I was like, I'm gonna go do other stuff. So he is running around Hellfire right now, just, you know, it's a normal server, it's Paggle, so I don't gotta worry about gankage, but with the way mob tagging works in BC is a pain in the ass to try to get shit done. So I might wait a little bit, let the population thin out, so I can actually kill mobs.
Yeah, I tried playing the classic TBC, and I made a Warlock, actually, because that's what I played in TBC. And I got like 15 levels in. I was like, fuck this is just horrible. I'll just fucking make a new character and do Chromie time in BC.
Yeah, honestly, the worst part of playing a Warlock in BC right now anyway, and this might just be something I get used to, is when you're out of soul shards and you're like, shit, I can't get my fucking blueberry up, my Voidwalker, I don't have a soul shard. I gotta just beat my head against this random boar until I can pop a shard out of him, and it got beyond that. You got beyond that. You can't run out of shards, man. You can't. You just can't.
And you gotta drink and eat after every fucking pull.
Oh my god, yeah. But I will say, though, fuck, even handing in a quest feels like I'm doing something, you know? Because it takes more effort and time investment. Like, it's a good feeling. It's not like I don't hate it. It's just, since retail has all those different quality of life changes, like, it's something I would rather do. Retail will always be my priority, but I do love the feeling that you get in Classic when you get shit done.
I was telling someone in our guild, Collective Company, I was like...
Give him a shout out.
Shout him out. Who it was. It was either Viz or Kaz, and I was saying...
you hear that, guys? Bent thinks you're forgettable.
We were talking about how, like, if Classic came out today, that we, like, as adults, we wouldn't be able to, like, even play it close to optimally. Like, we only able to get it done, like, because we, you know, you're in college, you got nothing better than to do. But, like, I don't know. I mean, I get it. Like, it was funny because someone said to me, like, you know, in Classic, like, leveling was the most difficult part, and endgame was like a fucking breeze. And now in retail, it's like the opposite. Leveling's so easy, and endgame's like the more difficult part.
You know, speaking of, I was just thinking about this the other day at work. Speaking of leveling being easy, really the barrier to entry for this game is the lowest it has ever been when you think about it. Because, like, the level's been squished down. The level cap has never really been lower than this, unless you count that, like, period in pre-patch where it was technically 50. We just didn't have Shadowlands yet. And leveling itself is the easiest. And all the expansions are rolled into one except Shadowlands. So, whereas before, somebody, if they were brand new, come into the game, would look at it and be like, oh god, I have to go up 120 levels? Fuck that. Now they look at it, they're like, oh, 60 levels? That's not bad. Oh, this leveling is easy. Yeah, I'll play this game. You know? Pretty cool.
No, and then they also have the mentor system. Like, they never had that before. You know? You can get, like,
I kind of forgot that was there. I should sign up for that.
Yeah, it's nice. Like, you get someone to kind of, like, walk you through. You don't have to, like, go in a dungeon, listen to some, like, 13-year-old tell you to kill yourself because you don't know what you're doing.
How do you not know that you need to run that to the side of the cave? Everybody does that. Ah!
It's a pretty good impression.
Yeah. Let's move on to the mixed drink of the week.
It's time for the mixed drink of the week. Fuck yeah! Fuck
yeah! It's time for the mixed drink of the week, y'all.
This is my favorite segment of the show. I love guessing this.
For those who have been paying attention, you know we've been going backwards through the classes alphabetically by armor type. Warlock, done. Priest, done. Frost Mage, done. So today we are on to the Fire Mage, and before we get into it, I have to say, please only drink if you're of legal age to do so, and any risk that may come to you by doing this is solely your responsibility. On top of everything else, I want to add, never mind, I forgot what I was gonna say. Just don't be an irresponsible git, y'all. So today's drink, all I'm telling you is it's the Fire Mage, and it's called the Pyroblast. Now, Bent, what's in a Pyroblast? What do you think?
All right. So the liquor, there's no way it's not Fireball whiskey. And then I'm going to go with orange juice, some sort of other red mixer. I'm going to go either like a Mountain Dew Code Red or maybe Hawaiian Punch. If you're going to, I don't know, I guess soda and juice would be disgusting. So I'll go Hawaiian Punch. I will go with a shot of either Rumpelminz or Jägermeister. And it's going to be garnished with a cinnamon stick.
You're a little close, but also very far away. I should have thought of garnish with a cinnamon stick. I didn't do that. What it actually is there is, for those of you who listened to the first episode, you remember the Chaos Bolt? No, it wasn't the Chaos Bolt. It was the Hand of Gul'dan. It had Louisiana hot sauce in it. There is a little bit of Louisiana hot sauce in this drink. As much or as little as you like. I am only doing a few drops because I am a little bitch. So, hot sauce. You didn't see that one coming, did you?
No, you know, but now that I think about it, like, you could have made, like, a really cool, like, Bloody Mary out of it.
Oh, fuck, I could have. Oh, well. Oh well, shelf that idea for another day. So, you were right. Orange soda, not orange juice. Oh, it's the only mixer in this, actually. So it's not mixed with any like Code Red or anything. So the drink is bright orange. And I tested the drink for the most part yesterday. And it came out pretty good. But it was missing something. Now, yesterday, I put in a shot of Jim Beam bourbon. Today, I've went out and gotten a second shot of, yes, Fireball whiskey. But that's not the end of the story, guys, because this drink incorporates real fire. Yeah, fucking real fire. I have a shot glass here. Normally, I just pour the shot straight from the little tiny plastic bottle it comes in, straight into the drink. But since I'm lighting each shot on fire first, I am pouring first the Fireball into my shot glass with my little shark on it going, OMG! And then I'm gonna light that shit on fire for just a couple minutes. If you decide to do this, don't be an idiot. Put the fire out before you pour the shot, or you'll burn your fucking dick off.
Could have done one of those like flaming Dr. Pepper shots. You ever do them? You put like a little bit of like 151 on top, you light it on fire, and then you drop it into your half glass of beer. It tastes like a Dr. Pepper.
I have not done that. I did anticipate having a little trouble getting the Fireball to light, so that's okay. I can't get the fire to go on it, so that's alright. We'll just dump the Fireball in. And I spilled a little bit. Gotta clean that up. My hands sometimes shake, and today I guess they're a little shaky. So, I poured in a shot of Fireball. Now I am pouring a shot of the Jim Beam. There isn't a whole lot of the ASMR stuff people usually like to get on this, so I, mostly foregoing it. So, Jim Beam is in the shot glass. And bloop. And I'm lighting this bitch up. Come on.
Don't burn your face.
Do you think this shot is gonna halt before it catches fire?
What is it, Jim Beam? Nah, there's not enough out. I'm actually surprised you're getting it to light. Usually you need something like Everclear.
I got it to light last night. It only needs to be on fire for a couple seconds. Why won't it go? Stand by.
Just pour a little kerosene in there.
Hang on. Making more editing for myself. There it goes. Okay. Tiny little blue flame. Just gonna let it go for a minute. Imagine I'm making a flame sound. That kind of thing. It looks pretty neat, though. I'm gonna try to get a picture of this. Ow!
Hell yeah.
I just whacked my head against my microphone. Okay, you can barely see the flame, but that is okay. Oh god, I went to blow it out and now there's whiskey all over my desk.
Oh no, that's gonna be so sticky.
Okay, so I have poured the Jim Beam. I have poured the Fireball. I have put the Louisiana hot sauce into the cup. I did that before I poured in the soda. And I poured in the soda. And I will clean the sticky shit off my desk later. Let me get my little stirring device. Today it is a wooden-handled butter knife. And stirring.
Make sure you catch combustion.
I'm a-charging my Fireball. Okay, I am casting Fireball. It's right at the end. I'm pretty sure it's gonna crit. Oh shit, it crit! Better hit combustion, is that it? Better hit combustion. Oh shit, time for Pyroblast.
Usually you combust right before your Pyroblast goes off.
Yeah, that's what I said. Because you charge the Fireball, it's gonna crit, and then it did crit, so you hit combustion again, so you get that double crit, which gives you an instant Pyroblast.
Yep, and then you hit Fireblast twice.
Also, this is fucking awesome. I highly recommend this.
Sounds like it. But I am participating in dry June and possibly dry July as well.
Probably a healthy choice. So, To recap, what is in a Pyroblast is a little bit of Louisiana hot sauce, or whatever hot sauce you have. Orange soda. I used a can of Jolly Good Diet Orange Soda. A shot of Fireball. If you can get it to catch fire, do it. A shot of Jim Beam Kentucky Straight Bourbon. That one I did catch on fire. And mixed them all up. I forgot to say it, but I'm going to take a second drink here. Over the lips, through the gums, look out, asshole.
That thing is going to tear up your asshole with that hot sauce.
It might. It very well might. Especially because I've been on a bit of a chicken patty kick lately.
Ooh.
I bought some chicken patties from Walmart for a quick meal option, and they're just tasty.
Oh, I know. I just meal prepped a bunch of pork chops, grilled chicken.
Oh my god.
But don't worry,
Oh,
I have
God.
cheeseburgers and ribs for tonight. And french fries, homemade fries.
You're making me hungry, bro. I'm trying to lose weight, too. Which actually, going way off the rails here, but that's part of why I got the chicken patties, is because I can very easily quantify that, so I can watch what I'm eating. You know what I mean?
Oh, absolutely. And they're fucking delicious.
Let's move on to WoW News.
Time for WoW News, motherfuckers.
So, one of the first things I saw when I opened that there Wowhead was that Wowhead has made a very useful attunement tracker for people who are playing the Burning Crusade a lot more seriously than I myself am. And for those who don't understand what the fuck I'm talking about, certain raids, and by certain raids I mean the raids, required attunements, meaning like you had to do such and such before you could go in there, like do this heroic dungeon, but first you got to get this key for this dungeon. It's all kinds of stuff. The Wowhead tool will tell you what you need to do. So I am including a link there in the show notes to the article they wrote about it, which also has a link to their tool in it. Because I don't know if there's anything in-game short of, like, trying to enter the dungeon that'll tell you where you are on it, so you can import your character information, and then they're like, you've done this, you've done that, you still need to do this, and okay, now you can go into Karazhan, or something like that.
Oh, it's pretty interesting. I forgot that you needed to attune. I thought that ended after Classic.
It ended after BC, I believe, maybe halfway through. I wasn't raiding in BC. I don't think people had to get attuned for Nax in Wrath, but maybe. I don't remember. I know you didn't for ICC, because I went in there at some point in Wrath. I wasn't actually raiding it, I was just in there. Don't remember what the story was there with me. It was a while ago. But, you know, speaking of the Burning Crusade, this is just fucking insane. There is a guild on Firemaw EU called Progress, and within 2 days, it's like a day and a half of launch, they not only hit 70 as a group, but they fucking cleared the entirety of Tier 4 within those 2 days. Take in mind, that is with attunements. So, they fully cleared Karazhan, which at level is not... It's not too terrible, but it's not easy. This is easier than... I mean, this is harder than regular Classic, right? So they fully cleared Karazhan. They went in and took out Magtheridon. They went in and took out Gruul. And that is just fucking crazy. Within like 2 days of launch. Like, can you imagine what it would take to just sit there with a fucking diaper or something so you don't even get up and go to the bathroom? You're sitting there with a poop sock and you're just pooping a sock.
Probably
Damn.
drugs, too.
Drugs, a
But
whole
you know
lot
what?
of Red Bull.
Hold on, you said it was a European. I think I might be wrong on the timing for this. I think Europeans are on their 6-week holiday right now.
6-week holiday.
Yeah, so like Europe it's not like America where we get like, you're lucky if you get 3 weeks off a day. Like every company, there's like 6 weeks in the summer, and I think I'm wrong. I think it starts in July and ends the second week of August. But a lot of places just close for 6 weeks, and everyone goes on holiday for them. Like schools are closed and all that stuff.
What the fuck, Richard? Why don't we have that?
Because we're a bunch of corporate capitalist douchebags. That's why.
Jesus, I wish we had that. But
yeah, I mean, it's cool. Like, you get those 6 weeks off, and they get like time off. It's just different in Europe.
And then I guess they can do shit like this.
Yeah, and get paid for it.
Like, personally, I understand wanting the prestige. Like, the idea of being able to say I was among the first people who cleared this raid 16 years after 17, 16. No, because it was classic. BC. Whatever. You know what? Imagine I said something funny. Imagine I said something
15
funny.
years you were looking for.
Okay. But, like, I get wanting to be able to say you're among the first to do that. But I personally, wouldn't ever want to do that because I wouldn't want to run out of content that quickly. You know what I mean? Like, I want to be able to make it last. Like, can you imagine? Oh, God. I just thought of how bad I feel for, like, world first mythic raiders in this patch with fucking 9.0. Like, they got their mythic Sire Denathrius and then crickets.
Yeah, but a lot of those mythic raiders, like, what happens is, like, they condense, like, the amount of time it takes for the patch, they condense it in the first couple weeks, right? And then they're moving on to different games. But it's also, hey, it's their job. Like,
Fair enough.
People want to watch that shit. It's not, like, and I can understand nowadays TBC, but, like, I couldn't understand it, like, 15 years ago, because, like, nobody was getting paid to play video games. But nowadays, you have a stream, you got adverts going, like, it's what people want to see, man.
I'm not sure it was as notable a thing back then. Like,
well, you couldn't just stream full time. So
obviously,
right?
yeah.
Like, if you made money, it was like I don't even think streaming existed back then.
It didn't.
It had to be like built into the game, like RTCW. I played in Enemy Territory and Counter-Strike. It all had like a in-game option to watch people play.
This was like 2006. We barely had YouTube. I think YouTube came out in 2006. So, like, it was basically blog posts is what you fucking had. It was the OG TikTok YouTube. Oh, God. So people were doing that just to say they could do it. And for the yellow text that shows up that says, this guild did this for the first in the world. And then that something I do miss, though, is having, and I think I'm very happy we still have this on Proudmoore, is individual server identities. So, like, you could get Realm first, and that meant something. Proudmoore, we're not connected to another server.
We're not?
No. Because
interesting. I guess we're big enough, right?
Oh, yeah. Proudmoore is a giant server, and it's great that way. But also, other servers that are connected, not to go on too much of a tangent here, but the Warlock I'm playing on Twisting Nether before I transfer him, that server is fucking dead. I don't see fucking anybody ever. Like, maybe I see 2 other people in Stormwind. Yes, in Stormwind.
Jesus.
It's a ghost town, bro. And, like, fucking, I say fucking fuck a lot. Fuck. What was I gonna say about that, though?
How do servers don't die? Like, at one point, it had to be somewhat popular, no?
I feel like Blizzard could stand to cull a few servers. I mean, a lot of people would probably lose their shit. I would be sad to see Twisting Nether go because it's the first server I ever played on. But it's time. It's time.
Well, they could call it and then, like, offer, like, okay, you have these 3 options to transfer.
Right. That's what I meant.
And you do it for free. Like, they should do it for free if they're going to kill the server.
Oh, obviously. Don't charge people to, like, by the way, you're going to lose your character that you haven't played in 13 years, if blank. So, like, these are old servers, so if people stopped playing years and years ago, and then they don't really hear that their server's being axed, or they do, but they can't get in the game, and then they come back, they might find their character is on whatever random server Blizz picked. I think even then they should still have... This is all speculative. That would be so much work for Blizzard to do.
Yeah, and for not getting paid for it, they ain't gonna do it.
Yeah. Anyway, moving on from... I don't know how the hell we got on that tangent, but we did. Moving on from that, 9.1 flying. We have covered that a couple times on this show, but Blizzard put out an official preview on how exactly to get flying, so I just want to reiterate, and Blizzard confirmed you need Renown level 44, and, excuse me, you need to complete the last sigil step of the Covenant campaign, which gives you the Memories of Sunless Skies item. When you use that item, flying will unlock account-wide for Shadowlands. So, Renown 44 and that quest, you'll be able to get this in the second week of the patch. And I guarantee you there are going to be people who week 1 are like, what do you mean I can't fly? What do you mean it's next week? This is horse shit. Like, it's a week, dude. We've been waiting how long for this month? Yeah, man. I just don't like when people whine.
And a lot of people, I think, expected it to be, like, towards the end of this patch's campaign, so it's nice that they gave it early on. And, it's going to make places, like, I know a lot of people, like, hate Revendreth, but now with you flying, it'll be a lot easier to get around.
Oh, definitely. And honestly, I think most of us fully expected it to be like a Renown 80 reward, Yeah. I prefer this.
9.3.
Now, I know most people, myself included, would have preferred it just, you get to 60 and then you can train it. I sort of would have liked that, but also, I don't know, there's just something about having to use your ground mounts that you're using mounts you don't otherwise really see. Unless you do, like, battlegrounds and stuff.
I mean,
but
I disagree with the training. I do like, though, they didn't hide it behind, reputation gains. I know a lot of people, like, didn't even bother with Venari's rep and stuff, so it's nice. Like, you complete the quest. It's part of the game. You're doing a quest for it. I think it's a good compromise.
Now that I think about it, I think the last time we had flying tied to hitting level cap was Mists of Pandaria, wasn't it? And then you go and train it?
I think I didn't play in Mist. I kind of regret it. But I think you're right, though, because I know in Draenor you had that. Like, Draenor flying was, like, the biggest bitch to get.
Yeah, it was the Pathfinder, and they weren't going to do it initially. But yeah, that is flying. You'll be able to get it the second week of the patch, Renown 44, and complete the last sigil. Remember, it's an item, and you do have to use the item to unlock it. Seems a little clunky, but it's also not that big a deal. Just use the item. Don't just get it, have it sit in your bags, and then wonder why you can't fly. Okay?
Is this account, is it account-wide, or is it going to be per
It
character?
is absolutely account-wide.
Nice. Okay.
Hell yeah. So, Sylvanas, we all know about the bow she drops, but she also drops a dagger, and it looks pretty sweet. It looks a lot like it's exactly basically the dagger she used to cut up Sourfang in that one cinematic. And it also has been given a pretty cool, unique effect. So, Sylvanas' dagger has the effect Banshee's Blight. Your attacks apply Banshee's Blight, giving your finishers a chance to deal X shadow damage. Banshee's Blight stacks up to 4 times the more injured the target is. So there you go, rogues. Celebrate. Because that sounds pretty sweet. Really? Oh yeah, you're what, outlaw?
Well, I could use it in my offhand. I just haven't gotten a good drop. But seeing something like this and the bow, it makes me think that instead of weapon tokens for this tier, Sylvanas is going to drop unique weapons with unique effects, so to speak.
I would think that, except I think if that were going to be the case, we would have seen a lot more than just those 2 by now. Because I'm been getting the feeling we're getting toward the end of the PTR cycle. Maybe I'm completely wrong. I would love to come on like next week or the week after and totally eat my words on this. Like, it just seems
to me, right? Like, a bow is exclusive to hunters, and then this dagger, I mean, if it's agility, nobody uses daggers but rogues, right?
Right, and I mean, warlocks can use daggers. It depends really if there's a one-handed sword or a with an offhand or a staff that fits better. But since this is an agi dagger and the effect, the Banshee's Blight, only affects finishing moves, that's not a thing for like warlocks. Like, we don't have combo points to spend. So it's pretty clear that this is meant for rogues. I'm pretty sure only rogues can loot it, too, according to Wowhead. But regardless, it's pretty cool. It'll be a little disappointing if it doesn't end up being BIS, because that'll mean there's a lot of rogues who just plain won't use it. But whatever. You know, it's whatever. It's out there. The appearance is cool enough, at the very least, you know?
Yeah, it looks cool. Looks like a cool weapon. I hope that I think it'd be great for the game if each, you know, not even each class, but like each, you know, weapon has a cool effect.
Right. Yeah. So moving on from this is something that is straight up your wheelhouse, because we know how much you love doing Mythic Plus. The new affix coming in has been fleshed out a little bit, and it's called Tormented. So each dungeon will have 4 lieutenants in it that you need to kill. I would have listed their names, but I didn't think it was that big a deal. I'm told I'm wrong about that. I'm sorry, you guys, okay? If you want their names, go to the show notes, go to the Wowhead article. So, when you kill a lieutenant, you get an anima power from them. I don't have on hand what the powers are, but early testing, according to Wowhead, has shown that they are set powers and not random shit that comes up like when you're running through Torghast. So you won't necessarily get dicked on anima powers. You should know what you're getting into. So lieutenants that aren't killed before you get to the final boss apply an aura to that boss that makes it harder to kill. And the article, I want to encourage everybody to go read the article because it goes a lot more in depth. So there's a reason I didn't include a lot of this information. And each aura is set. It says in the article, I believe, what they are. So basically, if you go out of your way to kill all 4 of these lieutenants, that does not make that final boss extra hard. It takes away those auras and you just business as usual, but plus your anima powers. And like I implied, I don't want to get into the nitty-gritty of what the numbers coming out of this are, because, like, 1, PTR, 2, this isn't that kind of show. I don't want to get into technical specs of stuff because, let's just be honest, it's a little bit boring. But a couple notes about the lieutenants. They do not reset health when you wipe. So if you wipe and they're at like 10%, they'll still be at 10% when you pony up and get on over to them again. They have true sight, so no stealthing past them. Suck it. And they don't give percentage count toward your mobs killed.
So it's no different than the Pride. I think the Pride's the same way.
I don't really know how the Prideful one works, but
yeah, it's a reset health, and you can't stealth past it. I tried to do that so many times, and I died.
Well, you would know better than me, because I don't really do Mythic Plus. It's something I want to get into, but it's an anxiety thing for me. I've gone into it before on the show. It's something I want to do. What do you think, though, about how this is going to affect routes people have, like, established? Like, let's say, you know that one part in, say, like, what is it? Not Necrotic Wake, the other Spoogie one.
Plaguefall.
Yes, Plaguefall. Where, like, you just go through this archway and then immediately go to the left and you, like, climb this little hill and jump into the water. Do you know where I'm talking about?
Yeah, to be honest,
little skips like that.
It's going to really depend on the boss fights and your comp, I think. I mean, you might get to a boss, like the final boss, you know, or the final lieutenant might be the guy. Because from my understanding, it's like reduced, you take less healing, and then another one, you take more physical damage, another one.
One slows you down.
Yeah, so it's really going to depend on the fight. Like a fight with a lot of movement, like the last boss at Plaguefall, you better kill that movement thing.
Oh, God, yeah. Imagine being fucking slow when you have to dodge those tentacles.
Yeah, I mean, it's nuts, but I would say early on, you'll see most groups kill every lieutenant because you get the damage buff. You don't have to worry about extra stuff to do with the bosses.
Mm-hmm.
As we see groups push towards the 20-25 range, I think we'll see more creative strats where people are leaving lieutenants up and whatnot.
Right, like it's actually faster not to kill this one and just power through it if we've got such and such level of gear. Yeah, I can totally see that happening. There's a couple other shows I listened to that touched on that idea, and their viewpoint on it, and it's sort of one I agree with, is you might find healers being like, oh, we don't need to kill the slow lieutenant, it's fine, I can heal you through it. But then you'll have somebody like the DPS, like take me as a warlock, for example. I can't stand in this thing. I have to move, and I don't want to light my feet on fire to walk at a normal speed to get out of this so I can get back to casting. So I think there's going to be a fair amount of disagreement. Let's put it that way. A fair amount of disagreement among the player base of what the best move in what dungeon is, which will inevitably result in people screaming at you. Let them scream. They're wrong.
Sorry, can't talk. It's gonna depend on comp, I think, too. Like certain comps, like if you have a druid, like I mean, druids are already like you need to bring a druid pretty much any hierarchy. But I think they'll be even more important because okay, you get that, you leave that move speed guy up, and then the druid, anytime you have to move, could just pop the intimidating roar or whatever it is.
Yeah, that's a good point. And there are plenty of classes that have ways to negate that, like specifically Demon Hunter. They can rush. Warrior, they can leap.
Rogues can sprint and have grapple up.
Monks can do their little swooshy rolly thing. Chi Torpedo, that's what it's called. Oh wait, that's the talented one. The normal one is just roll.
Yeah, but if you monk spec into that, you get 2 charges.
Ooh. Oh, and mages can blink. But fuck you, mages. I don't care. I'm joking. Put your angry emails to rest. Anyway, so that is going to be interesting to see implemented.
Deathknights do that. I guess it's just like
they die. They die.
It's not worth living.
They have like Wraith Walk, and if that's on cooldown, too bad, buddy. Like, so that'll be interesting to see that get implemented. I am hoping that this is the season I actually get my shit together and get into Mythic Plus properly. We'll see what happens, though.
Yeah, it's fun. I mean, you just gotta get past that, you know. Just find a group that's dedicated, that's not gonna yell at you.
Right, like a guild group. Yep. And if they do yell at you, you know that you can just dish it right back to them and they'll be fine. Because it's a guild group, and you can tell them they're not being very gooch right now, you know?
Man.
So, one last bit of WoW news, and it's really, there's nothing to say about it other than the fact that it's existing. Phase 3 Mythic Sire Denathrius is being nerfed. Phase 3 starts at 37%. Had to have known that was coming. It's kind of the norm. Eventually they nerf it so more people can do it. I don't care. I don't do Mythic. But people who do Mythic and are struggling on Sire right now, maybe you might be a little sad that you didn't get it pre-nerf, but ultimately nobody's going to give a shit. You can go in and kill him now. Hooray! Go get your, whatever it's called, Cutting Edge? Yeah.
Yeah, Cutting Edge.
What's not a whole lot to say about that. What's the
difference between Mythic and Heroic, do you know?
I don't know offhand. I read it at some point. I think there's 2 extra mechanics. I don't remember for sure. I don't really remember, and I don't want to talk out of my ass about it either. So, Mythic Raiders, if you're listening to this, why? 2, if you're listening to this, you go do your thing. And that is it for the WoW news. Now, this doesn't fit anywhere in the show, but I want to know, Bent, What is your beef with Malfurion? You told me once upon a time a few weeks ago that you hate Malfurion, and I was going to have you talk about it last time you were on the show, but we were doing pretty good on time, so I was like, yeah, we'll save it. I want to know what's going on. Why do you hate Malfurion so much?
Fuck Malfurion. All right. You look at him and his fucking brother in Tyrande. Like, Tyrande, well written. Illidan, probably the most popular character in all fucking world. And then you have fucking Malfurion. WoW developers and lore people tell us that he's the most powerful Archdruid in the fucking world. Every single time he gets fucking bamboozled. He got bamboozled in the Emerald Nightmare by a guy who's literally a fucking tree. Tyrande had to ride in and save him twice. He's like, you ever watch Dragon Ball Z?
No, not really, but chances are I will understand the reference you're gonna make.
He's like fucking Gohan. He's this
Yep,
little
I got it.
bitch.
Definitely.
He's this little fucking bitch, except for 5% of the show where he like shows how strong he is, which is the War of the Ancients at this point. And he's such a fucking badass. But then he just disappears the rest of the fucking patch. Now he lets Tyrande is gonna be running around mass murdering people in Ardenweald right now. Where the fuck is Malfurion? He's like smoking fucking pot in like a forest somewhere with Cenarius and the old god. Or not the old gods, the wild god. I don't know, he's just like, he's so, like, I understand how they can get Illidan so right, get Tyrande so right, and Malfurion just like a neutered night elf.
Tyrande! I've been waiting this whole time to say that.
Oh my god, that is
That
the worst.
fucking quest line.
How? You're the most powerful Archdruid in the world. This guy literally was a fucking tree for the past 500 years.
Are you talking about Xavius?
Yeah, he gets turned into a tree in the nightmare.
I did not know that, actually.
Yeah, it's in the book. But yeah, he's like in the Emerald Dream or whatever, and he gets tricked, and he gets turned into a tree, actually.
To be fair, even with the tree thing, Xavius is supposed to be extremely powerful.
I know that. I get Xavius is supposed to be powerful, but this guy is like, who's more powerful than maybe Thrall? Maybe. If you listen to the WoW developers, they say Malfurion's one of the strongest people in the game. He's stronger than his brother, for sure. His brother just has balls. And, you know, he understands, you know, sometimes the means justify the end.
Yeah, I can see that. To flip this a little bit, I don't really like Tyrande as a character.
She would be a Xena, the warrior princess.
Something about her, and I cannot put my finger on it, just pisses me off. Like, it seemed like for most of the game, she wasn't doing a whole lot, and then BFA showed up, and she didn't do anything until... Now, I'm probably completely wrong here. There's probably some lore nut out there who's like, what the fuck are you talking about? But it seems like it wasn't until... I mean, she did a few things in Legion, sure, but it seems like it wasn't until BFA, when the tree got burned, that she was like, alright, this is horse shit. I'm gonna go around and fucking fuck shit up. It's like... You don't get involved until it affects you, and then you're pissed off that Anduin's like, I'm sorry, we can't help you. We have too much going on with the war effort. Sure, Anduin could have helped them. He could have and should have, and Gen was right about that argument. But really? You're gonna wait until something fucking affects you to get involved? Are you serious?
She is a lot more similar to Illidan than she is to Malfurion.
Oh,
and
100%.
in the second time the Legion came, when it was the first time like Jaina and Thrall met, she was the one that said, yo, we need to release Illidan, and Malfurion's like, no. She goes, well, fuck you, watch me, I'm fucking releasing him.
So that would have been what, BC? Or War of the Ancients?
BC, it was where he actually, like, before he turned into the guy with the horns. It was when he got the Skull of Gul'dan.
Did that happen during Warcraft 3 or Warcraft 2 or something?
Yeah, it's something around there, but she was like, fuck you, I'm releasing him.
Huh. Well. So any disrespect I had for Tyrande is brought back. Okay, maybe I just don't like the way Tyrande's been in World of Warcraft, specifically. Not doing very much. Did a little bit in Legion, and then didn't do anything, really, until BFA.
Did Malfurion, if you think about it. Like, he got captured in Legion. Didn't hear from him again.
Gotta be honest with you, though, when he did show up in Darkshore and went full...
That's what I'm saying, though. He was like a badass. Like, he killed that whole character. by himself. Like, give us more of that. Like, hello, you literally just watch your people get fucking slaughtered.
Also, like, I love that bear form they made for him, and I wish we saw it more. It's so fucking badass.
Oh yeah, I think that's what bothers me the most is he has the potential to be like one of the coolest characters in the game, and Blizzard's just like, no, we'll focus on Boy Anduin over here, or bring back Rathian. I liked Rathian. I thought Rathian was a cool ass character.
Yeah, well, Rathian, I think people are done with for now after 8.3. He'll probably show up again.
Oh, but him, I think they're done with Magni. I think people like Rathian.
Oh, people love Rathian, but I'm saying you gotta space these things out, otherwise people get sick of it. Like, toward the end of Legion was fucking amazing. We were all so fucking done with the Burning Legion by the end of that. We're like, alright, that's enough. That's enough. Get this green stuff out of my life for now. We can come back later if you want to, it's fine, but we're done. We're done. Give me something else. Like, people just get sick of something, even if it's good.
I guess that happened with Thrall and Cataclysm. But this is maybe not a little bit off topic, but I have to say, Shadowlands, there is not one single memorable character that they've created. And I think that's what pisses me.
Created for Shadowlands?
Yeah, like the new characters we get introduced to.
Okay, because I was going to say, I know he's a very old character, but Bolvar is...
These guys are
pretty badass.
Like, usually, like, you get a new character that, like, you're like, wow, like, I really like this person. Like, we had Flynn Fairwind in BFA, and then, you know, I forget, I didn't play Legion, but I'm sure there was...
Actually, I'm going to go ahead and hard disagree with you there, because I think Renathal's awesome, Sire Denathrius, even though he's a villain, is awesome, but above all of them, my favorite has to be Draka, because she's just such a fucking badass. And yes, I know she's an old character, but she wasn't exactly who she is now in Warcraft, in the RTS. Like, she was...
I mean, I guess, I think Renathal sucks. Renathal is like, how is this guy, like, the leader of the Resistance? I think Draven would have been a much better choice.
I gotta agree with that, but then also, Draven's awesome, so why are we not lauding Draven's praises, like, sucking his stone-born dick or some shit?
Nobody ever, like, quotes these people, you know? Like, Flynn, like, everyone remembers the quest where he wanders around fucking drunk, you know?
Dude, that quest was so annoying. Holy shit.
Because it kind of reminded me of myself.
But everybody knows who you're talking about when you're bringing that up.
Yeah, I don't know.
You have a point.
That's just my opinion.
So, to recap, you hate Malfurion because you hate the wasted potential and how he's just kind of a pussy.
He's a neuter dog.
Gotcha. Let's move on to question of the week.
Question, above, the week.
Okay, so I lost my spot in the notes. So last week I asked everybody, what would the visual effect of your custom Hearthstone be? We got one response from Twitter and the rest from Discord. So on Twitter, @TheBigaCheesy says, my custom Hearthstone would harken back to being one of N'Zoth's chosen ones. You'd channel dark energy while an ethereal eyeball appears on your forehead and jaws of a tentacled creature open up below you. Excuse me. As you finish, the jaws snap shut above you and the tentacles wrap around the mass and pull you into the ground through a spooky void portal. Dude, they should have given us something like that, like in 8.3. That would have been fucking awesome. Do you have these up in front of you?
Yeah, I'm looking at them. Let's see.
Oh, right. That was the only one we have from Twitter. The rest are from Discord. Do you want to read the next one from Vanderlyle?
Oh, Vanderlyle says, me chasing a chicken and catching said chicken before it ports me out. Like, you as a human or your, like, character avatar? That would be my question.
Well, my reading of this is literally Vanderlyle. So, like, it's suddenly not even computer graphics anymore, and it's not even like a video of him. It's literally him. Every time somebody Hearthstones, he gets pulled into the game out of real life, and he's got, God damn it, I have to chase a chicken again. So, Vanderlyle, you just set yourself up for your own personal hell. Have fun chasing chickens for all of eternity.
Boy. Can you imagine? I don't even think I could catch a chicken, even in the best of shape, and I'm like out of shape now.
I mean, all you got to do to catch the chicken is get close to it and kick the shit out of it, and it'll stop running. I'm sorry, vegans, okay? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Slide Whistle says, I want one that has a big treasure chest, and your character starts to climb a big diving board, and then they Scrooge McDuck dive into the chest.
It reminds me of what was it? It was on Nintendo. What was the DuckTales?
DuckTales. What it reminds me of is Family Guy, where he tries to dive into a giant pool full of gold coins, but instead of it being like a liquid, it's made up of a great many solids that makes a hard floor-like surface, and he gets very injured.
I forgot Family Guy. I haven't watched that forever.
And Immune has a very short answer. He said just T-posing, which is a very appropriately short answer, because just T-posing is a very appropriately, well, not appropriate, but it's a very short thing to do. You're just standing there with your arms out to your side. I wouldn't want that Hearthstone, but wait, what'd you just say?
Like a T, just like straight pencil with your arms out to the side, like a T, right?
Yeah, it's kind of like the default pose for models in games, humanoid models. Yeah, okay. All right, Immune. I'm just fucking with you. So my answer. Hey guys, I fucked up. Wooly here. So I'm editing this right now and realized I completely overlooked Gersham's answer to the question of the week. And the answer she put was, so for the question of the week, I think trolls should have one that has a voodoo vibe. Maybe a big scary mask pops up as you're hearthing. Must be exalted with both Darkspear and Zandalari. That is an interesting twist. I hadn't thought about getting a rep grind behind it. Good answer, Gershom. My answer, I thought of this today, and I think it's funny. My answer is Machamp, the Pokemon, shows up, bitch slaps you with all four arms, and then you're sat on the ground dizzy with little birdies flying around your head. Your screen fades to black, and then you see your loading screen as you port to your new city. Motherfucker literally bitch slaps you into a new city.
That's a pretty good idea. They should.
I would
at this next patch.
I would pay actual money for that. Now, do you have one or nah?
So I am a huge soccer fan. My team won the Champions League final. We're the best fucking team in Europe, and it would just be spinning around with the guy making the game-winning goal.
There you go. There you go. So, everybody, that's the answers to the question of the week. We have a new question for you next time. What mount doesn't currently exist, but you wish did?
Okay.
For example, and I'm saying this so no one else submits it as their low-hanging fruit answer, a flying dildo.
Oh.
That doesn't exist in the game, but there, I took away your low-hanging fruit, you guys.
I was gonna say a flying cock.
Yeah. A flying what?
A flying cock.
He broke out again. I also didn't hear it that time.
I was gonna say a flying cock.
I knew that's what you were saying. I couldn't hear you, but I wanted you to keep saying it. So, guys, you can answer that question on Twitter. The show's Twitter is @ThrallsBallsPod. You can email your answer to thrallsballspodcast@gmail.com. Or the best way to answer it is on the Discord server, the link of which is found in the show notes toward the bottom, and on the Twitter page in the link section on @ThrallsBallsPod Twitter page. Yeah, so we are at about an hour, but I want to keep going because I had an idea that I used to do after raid with one of my old guilds that was kind of funny, and I read the answers in my Cleveland Brown voice, and we're doing fucking Mad Libs. So Bent, I'm gonna ask you to fill in the blanks for one or two of these things. And when you can, if you can't, that's fine. But when you can, if you can make your suggestions Warcraft sounding.
So Warcraft related. Okay.
Right. Or just high fantasy in general. So, they're called mad takes on the fucking website because, I guess they had to copyright stuff. But this first one just says Dragon's ad lib. So, I need a color.
Red.
Red. I need a superlative, a word that ends in EST, like, to be generic, like biggest.
Smallest.
Smallest. I need an adjective.
Prickly.
Prickly. I need a plural body part.
Boobs.
Boobs. I need a singular body part.
Penis.
Penis. I hoped you'd go there. I need a noun. So far, none of these are Warcraft related, but it's fine.
Malfurion.
Malfurion. I need a plural animal.
Harpies.
Harpies. They're humanoid, but whatever, it's the same. Adjective.
Says World of Warcraft. How about regal?
Regal. All right, 2 more words, both of them adjectives.
Masculine.
Masculine. And 1 more.
Throbbing. No, that's an adverb, isn't it?
What was it? I didn't quite catch it.
Throbbing?
Throbbing? That'll work. We'll use throbbing. Now I'm clicking the button. Now, should I read this in my Cleveland Brown voice? I don't know.
You should do it.
All right.
Do you want me to read my Christopher from Sopranos voice?
That seems very niche. I've never seen Sopranos, so it would be wasted on me.
Get out of my house, you fucking whore!
I don't know what to say to that.
You gotta YouTube.
This is my house.
YouTube the best of Christopher Moltisanti on YouTube. What do you get? Like 6 minutes.
All right, I'll do that. All right, here's the Mad Lib. The red dragon is the smallest dragon of all. It has prickly boobs and a penis shaped like a Malfurion. Oh my god. That's fucked up.
Lord.
It loves to eat harpies, although it will feast on nearly anything. It is regal and masculine. You must be throbbing around it, or you may end up as its male. I think we can do better. We can do better. Holy shit, this is a long line of words. That one's shorter, but I'm guessing this will be... Let's go with this one. This is job opening.
Oh,
so, you mean occupation, but make it like a WoW profession or something.
I got it. Head of SI7.
Head of SI7. I mean, adjective.
Roguelike.
Roguelike? Sure. Place.
Nordressel.
Nordressel. A noun. Actually, 2 nouns.
Proper nouns or common nouns?
Common nouns. Also, I don't know what's going on, but it's like the very beginning of each thing you say is like really kind of choppy or cut off or something.
My mic sucks. Let me go with... Fuck. Nouns are people, place, thing, right? God.
Yep. Or ideas.
Rogue. And...
Rogue.
Castle.
Castle. Adjective. By the way, this list has a lot of shit in it, so just saying.
Adjective. Colorful.
Colorful. A plural noun.
Orcs.
Works?
No, orcs. O-R-C.
Orcs. Okay, 3 verbs.
Penetrate.
Penetrate. Okay. Stab.
Swallow.
What?
Swallow.
Swallow. Okay, adjective. Sticky?
No, stinky.
Stinky. Time span.
69 years.
69 years. A verb ending in ing. So like running or something like that.
Catapulting.
Catapulting. Plural noun.
Night elves.
Night elves. We are about halfway through the list of words. Time span.
4 months.
4 months. Noun.
Mage.
Mage. Plural animal.
Murlocs.
Murlocs. Letter.
P.
P. Names of 2 companies. So there's 2 lines that say company names.
Steam Wheel Cartel.
Okay.
And the Scryers. They're not really a company, but it's the only thing I could think of.
Close enough. Yeah. A noun. 2 nouns, actually.
God, I keep forgetting what I said. 2 nouns. Warlock and Warrior.
Warlock. Warrior. Oh, fuck. Okay, this one just says silly word. So, what's a silly word?
Cunt.
Oh, God. Cunt. Okay, noun plural. Actually, 2 plural nouns. 3, actually, sorry.
Arakoas.
Arakoas.
Gnomes.
Gnomes.
Dwarves.
Dwarves. Alright, adjective. 2 adjectives.
Busty.
Busty, oh my god. Okay.
Thick.
Thick, with 2 C's. Alright, only 2 words left. Animal.
Lady Moonberry.
Huh?
Lady Moonberry.
One more time, it keeps fucking with your voice.
Lady Moonberry.
But it's asking for an animal.
She's like a little fucking butterfly. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, everyone. How about a Vulpin?
Vulpin. That works. And noun, we can use Lady Moonberry. Because technically proper noun, but still a noun. Alright, I'm not doing my Cleveland Brown voice for this. So, job posting. Title, Java, head of SI7. Okay. Roguelike Time Regular, posted 9/21/2005. In Nordrasil. Requirements? This is just shitty. Head of SI7s, create a rogue for customer castle deliverables. Using colorful insight as well as technical orcs, they plan, penetrate, stab, analyze, review, and swallow castle products with a focus on quality for customers. There was so much built up for this, and so far it's disappointing. The following orcs, skills, and abilities are highly stinky. A minimum of okay, we're getting off to something here. A minimum of 69 years experience in configuration management, catapulting the functional and physical night elves of both hardware and castle environments. A minimum of 4 months experience in systems penetration, development, mage change management, and the operation of murlocs. Okay, this is kind of falling a little flat. A minimum of 4 months experience developing murlocs in Java/J2EE PML. What the fuck? Steam Weedle Cartel's developer warlock. This is just shit, dude. A minimum of 4 months experience with the Scryers operating systems and Sun Cunt hardware and Castle, along with developing information warrior technical Arakoas. I'm abandoning this. This is just trash. We're gonna do a shorter one because whoever thought of that is a fucking idiot. Okay, this is a shorter one. This is a letter from camp. We'll try to rapid fire this, I guess. Relative.
My stepdad.
Stepdad. 3 adjectives.
Alcoholic, abusive, drug addict.
Drug addict is a noun. Drug addicted. I can do drug addicted.
Cocaine.
Name of a lore character. It says person in room, but name of a lore character.
Lady Moonberry.
Lady Moonberry. 2 adjectives.
Sexy and tight.
Sexy and tight, okay. Verb ending in ed. Huh? Fucked? Is that what you said?
Correct.
Okay. Body part.
Pussy.
Pussy. Verb ending in ing.
Squirting.
Squirting. Jesus Christ. Plural noun.
Night fae.
What?
Night fae.
Okay, it's plural, so night. Would the plural of night fae be night fae?
Yeah, I think it's just night fae.
Okay. The singular noun.
Who's the main boss there? The queen?
The Winter Queen. Winter Queen. An adverb. That's like a verb ending in ly.
Sexily.
Okay. Or like a descriptive verb. You got it. I didn't. I fucked it up. 2 verbs.
Moaned.
Moan. And?
Ejaculated.
Oh, God. All right. One more relative.
Grandpa.
Oh, God. and one more lore character, and then that's the last word.
Theotar.
One. Did you say Lothar?
No, I said Theotar.
Theotar. I was gonna say Lothar. Shit, that is a old lore character. Okay, clicking the button. This is a letter from camp. Dear stepdad, I am having an alcoholic time at camp. The counselor is abusive and the food is drug addicted. I met Lady Moonberry and we became sexy friends. Unfortunately, okay, this is good. Unfortunately, Lady Moonberry is tight and I fucked my pussy so we couldn't go squirting like everybody else. Oh my fucking god, what the fuck? Oh my god, this was worth that shitty one. I need more Night Fae and a Winter Queen sharpener, so please sexily moan more when you ejaculate back. Your grandpa, Theotar. How is this guy the grandpa of his own stepdad? I don't want that answered. Oh my god.
From Alabama.
I am really, really glad we did that. Top 10 things I will never hear from a girl. Anyway, so I guess that's the end of the show. We're at about minute 15-ish. I'm really, 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 really glad we didn't abandon the Mad Libs with the shitty second one. Might never do that again, because it didn't really fit. That's going to be a pain for me to edit, but I did it to myself.
Honest with you, you probably can find like a World of Warcraft Mad Lib somewhere.
I didn't think to. Fuck my life. Anyway, that's going to do it for us, folks. Thanks for joining the show. As a reminder, our mixed drink of the week, fuck yeah, was the Pyroblast. It is diet orange, well, just regular orange soda with hot sauce, with Jim Beam bourbon, with Fireball, and it was lit on fire and shooken up, well, stirred. If you want to join the Discord, go ahead. We have a link on the Twitter, which is at ThrallsBallsPod. You can also tweet us at ThrallsBallsPod to answer the question of the week. You can also answer the question of the week, which was what mount doesn't exist but you wish did, by emailing us at thrallsballspodcast@gmail.com, or again by joining the Discord. You can follow me on Twitter at Wooly08. That's Wooly with 2 O's, 2 L's, and a Y, not an IE. Because apparently people have been making that mistake somehow, and I'm not really sure. Anyway, that's going to do it. Ben, you want to plug any of your socials? Like, I think you said your Twitch last time.
Yeah, twitch.tv/2, as in the number 2, PACNTC. I will be getting a streaming camera and a second monitor.
Hell
I'll be able to interact more, and you'll be able to see my beautiful face. Wooly, as always, it was a pleasure to be on the show. I hope that I don't offend anyone. If I do, fuck you. And thanks, man. I love the show, and I love coming on it.
Yeah, thanks for coming on, man. Bye, everybody.